First of all, I'd just like to say that I'm extremely proud of the job that Governor Hogan's doing for the state of Maryland in this type of a situation. I think he's handled it very professionally. I think the public has a lot of faith in what he's doing, and we're all ready to follow his lead and do whatever he asks of us. Well, as far as the issue with the beds in the hospital, I don't know that anything you could say, anything good come out of this incident we're going through now with this virus. But one thing I think has been settled is the argument over whether it's a good idea to close or downsize these rural hospitals, one of which is very important to us here in Chestertown. I think the way people are scrambling around now for beds and worried about not being able to handle patients, I think the argument has been settled that it's not a good idea to downsize these facilities. And it's not a good time to have that discussion now because everybody's busy doing other things, obviously. But when this all settles down, I think we'll have a real discussion about that. A week ago, we stopped the public from coming into our buildings. 400 High Street, the Kent County Community Center has been closed to the public. Our County Roads building out there on Morgneck Road has been closed to the public. This week, we have even took it a step further, where there is, I guess the best way to put it is, there's, in any office the county has, it has a skeleton crew running it. In the planning office, all we have in there is someone answering the phone to take calls. If you call 400 High Street now, the main number is 410-778-4600. Someone will answer your phone call, but they're going to be answering from home. All these people are at home, working from home the best we can. Now we have some departments that we can't do that with, obviously, police, paramedics, our detention center. Those people have to continue to work as if there's nothing going on. County Roads, I think in the coming days, we'll probably be cutting that crew in half and working one crew one week, one crew the next. That's what the state's doing. So we've scaled everything back just as far as we can scale it back, and in hope to keep from spreading this virus.
What about things like the Nicholson Road landfill? Can people still go there?
There are some changes being made out there as well, to where people, they're setting it up somehow to where you don't have to take tickets from people by hand, that and working to put distance between the employee and the customer. They're making those changes as we speak.
But it still will be available?
It will be available, yes.
Okay. So what do you want to say to people that are hoarding?
I just think this is a team effort, and doing that kind of stuff just shows that you're not part of the team. I don't think I've ever been as disappointed with the legislature as I am today. The passing of that Kerwin bill was about irresponsible as you can get. It's a big ticket item to begin with, but to do it at a time when our economy is getting ready to take a hit because of this virus, and that didn't even slow them up. They kept right on going with it and passed that bill, knowing that we were going to take this, that we were in trouble, the economy was in trouble because of this virus.
And with people, out of work, they might be a little slow in paying their property taxes this year.
At our next meeting, we'll be discussing that. That's the 31st of March. And when the three commissioners get together, we'll be talking about extending the period for payments and not having any type of interest or penalties. Peter Francho, our comptroller, said the other day that if anybody owed them money, the state money, just don't pay it right now during this crisis. And that in 3 or 4 months down the road, we'll talk about catching up with things at that point in time. Now, we haven't had a chance to discuss it because we haven't had a meeting yet, but I feel certain that when we do, there will be some type of an extension and penalty-free extension because it's not people's fault that they're not able to pay their taxes because we're basically closed down. So we'll have to do something in that area.
For a while now, the county has been experimenting with this meeting schedule of only meeting twice a month, and you've expressed from the very beginning that you weren't very kind of comfortable with that because you felt disconnected.
I've never been a proponent of skipping meetings. I like to meet every week, even if we're only there for a short period of time. You get messages and stuff by email or text messages. You lose a lot out of that. What people's body language, the fact that we don't get a chance to discuss things amongst ourselves. So at our last meeting, I brought up the fact that I thought it was a good idea that we go back to meeting every week like we have for so many years in the past. And I think I think that's what it's supposed to be. So my colleagues agreed with me. So starting March the 31st, we will from then on be meeting every day, or excuse me, every week.